Hey guys, in this video I am actually going to do my foundation and I'm going to do a first impression on the new CCTM. I actually use the shade Light normally. It's actually almost gone, but I always mix it with white concealer because it's actually not light enough for me. But SeneGence actually just released a lighter shade called Fair. I am so excited for this. So here it is. It's the same formula, it's just a different shade. It's a step up from the shade Light. And as you guys know, I am a pasty princess over here, embracing the paste. I usually mix in white concealer with my foundation, but this time I'm going to do a first impression on this Fair foundation. So let's get right into it. First, I'm going to use a color corrector. It's a green concealer, and I just want to put a little bit of that on the red spots. I actually only really have like one really red spot right now, and it's right here. So I was explaining in my last video of the color wheel, and if you don't know, there's like a little trick to remember the color wheel. That is, think of Christmas colors. So if you have any redness, you can color correct with green and it'll cancel each other out. So whatever is opposite on the color wheel, that's where you're gonna grab that color to color correct. Like for instance, how I remember the color wheel and color correcting is red and green. Those cancel each other out. Those are like Christmas colors. And I'm from Michigan, so we have a baseball team called Detroit Tigers, and those colors are blue and orange. Those cancel out each other because they're opposite, and then the other two colors are purple and yellow, and I remember it because of the Laker colors. That's just how I remember things. I'm gonna let this dry on my face for a few minutes, so I will see you in a second and we'll get right into the foundation. Okay, so I just let that green concealer dry up on my face because you don't want to just go right in with the foundation after you do your color correcting with that concealer, because if you leave it while it's damp and then you go to mix your foundation, it's gonna mix together and it's gonna change the color a little bit. So if you're using a color correcting concealer, make sure to dry down enough to where it doesn't move or it's not wet anymore. I have a little tester tube of the foundation first, so I don't crack one open in case it doesn't match me, but I'm pretty sure it's going to. So how I see if it's gonna match is you do this on your jawline, and if it kind of blends in, which it looks like it is, oh my goodness, this might be a perfect match for me. Finally, you can kind of tell, and you can put like a couple different shades of foundation on your jawline right here, and then kind of step back and see which one kind of disappears or blends in the best, and that's how you're gonna figure out your shade. So, ooh, this looks really good. Okay, yep, that's gonna be a perfect match. So I actually put some on a little blending palette here. I'm gonna dip my brush right into it. This is the flat angled kabuki F88 from Sigma. I love this one. I'm actually gonna do half of my face with the brush application and then the other half with a sponge, just to kind of see what I like better. I don't know. I'm just kind of messing around lately with different ways of applying foundation. So let's do this side. The brush, I'm just kind of stippling it on. So this is a sheer coverage foundation, which I really like because I don't like too much coverage. I have a little bit of redness, but it's not like too crazy. I like to blend in my foundation underneath my eye with my sponge. It always works way better, so I know for sure I like that. What's cool about the color correcting, the tinted moisturizer that I'm using right now, is it color corrects. So say this was just a tad dark for me, it would color correct. Like after I wore it for like, I don't know, say 10 minutes, go back in the mirror, check to see what it looks like, and it would just like color correct to your skin tone. I am so happy with this color. Thank you, SeneGence. Finally, I don't have to mix my foundation and concealer together. I mean, you still can if you want that extra coverage, but I was doing it for the color because it wasn't matching me. Okay, so there it is, half and then half not done. But I'm gonna do this half with my beauty sponge just to kind of see what I like better, but I'm actually really liking this brush. I've just been using my beauty blender for so long that I kind of want to go back to using a brush, just switching things up a little bit. But ooh, I really like this. Now if you want extra coverage underneath your eye right here, put a little bit of your concealer on top of that and then you're good to go. Okay, let me grab my sponge. actually think I like the brush better, which is crazy because I love Beauty Sponge. Although I like the Beauty Sponge better underneath my eye, but I don't know. I kind of like both. I definitely need to do like one more layer on this side to match this, but I don't know, I really like it. I like the coverage. You can still see like my skin peeking through. I like that because I don't like caking up my face with foundation to where it looks like, oh my gosh, this girl just put on so much foundation. Wow, I cannot believe this color matches me perfect. Oh, this makes me so incredibly happy. I was a little nervous because if I go to like a makeup store and say I want to try like a new foundation or whatever, which I haven't done in quite some time, I kind of miss going to the makeup store and just trying out new things. But I don't know, if you guys are interested in me like trying other brands, that's totally like up to you guys, and I will do that for you because I love all things makeup. But I like to stick to brands that I love, and when I find something I love, it's hard for me to steer away from what I am currently loving, which I need to try new things sometimes, but I don't know. So I am so happy with this color. Like you can see, it matches completely to my neck. Thank you, SeneGence, for creating a shade just for me. What's funny is a lot of other distributors like Sene Sisters were messaging me as soon as they released this. They were like, Jessica, we thought of you when they released this, because I'm always like, I am so pale that nothing matches me. So I would always like beg like, SeneGence, please come out with a foundation for my Casper skin tone. And they did, so they should have named this Jessica because it just matches me perfectly. So I'm so excited. I don't even need extra concealer. Like I like the way this looks just now. I'm actually going to put just a dot more on that really red spot that I have. But other than that, I like the coverage. I've been kind of just using the CCTM by itself, and that's enough for me. That's all I want. I don't want to look like I have a ton of makeup. I actually want my skin to look like I'm wearing no makeup, if that makes sense. No makeup look. I'm gonna let this sit for a second and then blend that in. I did add a little touch of the concealer in light and white. I just mixed the two together and just like dotted a couple spots and blended that out just to kind of see like what a full face of makeup would look like with this new foundation. I think I like it better without the concealer. I don't know. I'm so dry. I don't like to add too many products on my face, so the CCTM by itself is just perfect for me. I should have just left it at that, but I don't know. I really like the way my whole makeup is looking. I'm actually gonna try the medium deep for the foundation as my bronzer. I used to use the shade Deep, this color right here, but I think this medium deep is gonna work a little bit better. It's not as dark. I'm gonna try that out. This is one of the new shades as well. I don't know, I think I really like this. Alright, let's throw on a little bit of blush. I'm gonna use Terracotta. I used to never like using blush, but I actually really love it. I love bringing a little bit of color back to my face. After I do my foundation, it kind of leaves my face looking like all one shade flat with like no dimension. I started using blush and I'm like, oh, no wonder people love blush. It just like brings your skin back to life. I love it. So for highlighter, you can use the Pearlizer, which works really good, but Pearlizer is a little dark for a highlight for me, which like is just crazy. But I'm taking the Jaclyn Hill Flash Palette from her new collection, and I'm taking the shade Gleam. I'm just gonna put that on the high points of my face. I love this highlighter. It's so pretty. There it is. Now you can see like a little bit of glow on my skin. It's not too much, but it's like just enough. I love it. Okay, my battery is blinking at me. Oh no! What do you guys think? I am in love. Now I definitely can open the new bottle of this because I was worried that it wasn't going to match me, so that's why I used my little tester. But it does, so yay! So thank you, SeneGence, for making a shade just for me. I feel like it was made just for me. I sent in so many emails about making a lighter foundation and they actually did it. So if you'd like to order any of the products that I used, if you want to order the new CCTM or the concealers, I will link everything below. You can shop my website or you can message me on Facebook, whatever's easier. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, give it a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on my next one.